Evil Squid Comics podcast. We are part of the Collector's Maze Network.
Don.
Scott.
Andrew.
Scott.
All right, so we're going to do our top 10 image books, and we're going to go count down from 10, 9, 8,
11.
7. But Scott and Don have an 11. So
This
we'll
one
do
goes
their
to 11.
We'll do their 11 first. I followed the rules and didn't have it.
Scott, what's your 11?
You want to? Is that how we're going? Is backwards to the way?
Yeah, we're going to count down.
okay.
I want to know what your 11 is.
So my 11 is Stray Bullets, Sunshine and Roses.
Okay.
Oh.
That's a good one.
Dude, that was on my list.
All right, what's your
Don's all
11?
like,
It didn't make it, though.
So it's not on your
Stray
list.
Bullets
Well, it
didn't
was
make
on my
It
list
was on
that I
your
had to
list of
whittle
favorite
down.
I
ones,
understand.
yeah,
What's your
yeah.
11?
Walking Dead.
Walking Dead.
Walking
wow.
Dead is 11?
Wow.
It didn't even make my list. It was an honorable mention, though.
Wow.
So I was thinking about it. It was on my list, and I was like, I gotta knock. It's gotta be there because Walking Dead is one of the very few comics that actually made me almost cry.
Okay.
I can believe that.
In 25, whatever, when his wife dies after the baby.
That was like 48.
48? Okay.
Okay.
Like that one really hit me when I read that trade.
Sure.
And I was
Hit
like,
you
I
in the
almost
feels, huh?
teared. It hit me in the feels.
Oh,
So it
man.
had to be in there, but it couldn't knock anything out.
I
That's fair.
understand. I understand.
Okay, so, all right. So Stray Bullets. So I almost don't consider Stray Bullets an image book, even though it technically was, because I remember it as being self-published for like
That's right,
so
for
long.
so
And
many
so
of
me, it's a great book, but I never really consider it.
I had.
But
I
when
was
But
he
going
it
did
through-
was image.
But yeah, especially when
I
he
was going through my bookshelf,
rebooted those ones.
and they did the Uber Alice version. Was through.
It was through Image, but it was
Yeah.
all stuff he had previously published, self-published.
No, because
the Uber Alice was.
Oh, the Uber
The
Alice.
Uber Alice
yeah,
was,
that's what I'm saying.
But Sunshine and Roses
Was brand new through
Was
Image.
brand new
yeah,
through
yeah.
Image.
So that's why I felt like I
Correct.
could throw
No,
it
that's
out
fair.
there, you
But I mean,
know.
it's almost like saying
But-
Bone is an image.
But it was
book.
almost of me paying homage to Stray Bullets and all
Sure.
overall.
No, that's
too,
cool.
So.
No shade, man. I'm just saying that's why it didn't make my list. How about that? 'Cause
I
it
totally
did not
understand
make my
why,
list.
but when I figured I could put Stray Bullets on the list, I'm throwing it on.
Exactly.
Fair enough.
So
All right, now we're into the actual top 10.
Yep.
All right, my number 10 is Chew.
Oh wow.
wow, that is much higher for me. But okay, spoiler.
Much higher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Not much higher, but it is
My number 10 is, I've kind of lumped it together, kind of this little Wildstorm area. Stormwatch, which became Authority, which also influenced Planetary.
Sure.
So it's in that realm of things. And so in particular with Stormwatch, it is that Warren Ellis run
Sure.
there that was towards the end, which led
Yeah.
right into Authority, which
Sure.
was also in the Image area before Wildstorm sold out to DC.
Okay.
But yeah, it's some of the best actually written Image stuff I think there during that time.
Oh, definitely.
And it was really starting some of those what would you say, the superheroes that were flawed but yet really trying to be more than just one little portion of the world. You know, they were
Sure.
trying to protect the entire world.
Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah, no, Stormwatch was cool, and the Authority, all that stuff.
Yeah,
Kinda
yeah.
came from Dawn.
My number 10 is A Righteous Thirst for Vengeance.
Oh, that's a great book.
Nice.
Didn't make my list though,
I know.
but no, it's
I
super
really,
good.
really. It was like the best book I read last year. I really liked that book.
No, I do too.
Yes,
Um,
it is really good.
And so, I mean, I have some really stupid stuff
That's fine.
also.
I don't think I have a Remender book on here, which is too
wow.
bad because I really like his stuff, but I think the more I reread his stuff, the less I like it. But Righteous Thirst for Vengeance.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
All right, so that was all 10. So we did everybody's 10?
Mhm.
Now I'm losing track.
Yes.
Okay. All right, so number 9. Someone else go first.
All right, I'll go. I think it might have been self-published. I'm not sure. God Hates Astronauts.
Yeah, I think it did come out through.
I think it did
So
too. 'cause
my-
I think that I popped
I
up
want
on mine
to
too.
my list. So a lot of it, some of it is. I mean, the company's called Image, right? Like it was founded on
Self-publishing.
yeah,
Yeah,
but it
the
was
artist.
founded on pictures,
Oh,
artwork. It
oh,
focused
that's
on
true.
artwork
Okay.
in the beginning.
Yes.
But God Hates Astronauts was like where I found Ryan Brown. It was like the craziest,
Off
off
the
the wall, like bonkers, like just different
Yep.
stuff. And so I really wanted to include that in the list because it introduced me to Ryan Brown and his style. And I mean, I love God Hates Astronauts. Such a fun, cool, crazy.
Yeah.
Cool. What was your number 10?
A Righteous Thirst for Vengeance.
Yes.
All right, Scott, what's your number 9?
My number 9 is Do a Power Bomb.
I see.
From good old Daniel Warren Johnson.
Powerbomb. That's a great book.
You know, the thing is that I felt like plus I just love Daniel Warren Johnson's artwork, and I feel like from a writer, he knows how to pull the heartstrings, I guess I should say.
Yeah.
And I felt like Do a Power Bomb to Do a Power Bomb to me felt like an action,
Yeah.
you know, and it surprised me too, because I'm not like huge into wrestling or anything.
Yeah, me
but the
neither.
way that was drawn, the way that it was written, the way that it was paced was just blew me away. I really was surprised on how much I liked it. And in fact, it still might even be my favorite there from Daniel Warren Johnson in some ways. So yeah, that's where
I think it's my favorite Daniel Warren Johnson book, and it was on my list, but when I was going through it, I was like, do I like this better than this, right?
Correct.
It's a great
Oh,
story.
it's tough, yeah.
And I
as you
really
go through
love
this.
it.
Yeah.
And it was on my,
Honorable
it got
mention
cut.
there.
Yeah, it got cut.
Yeah.
But it could easily be there.
Yeah.
My number 9 is probably a lot of people's number
One.
1 is Saga.
You know, I don't even have it.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
I think Saga is an awesome book. I mean,
I think if Saga would have
I
kept
have
going,
it.
it probably would for me too. But I think I got so pissed off that it
the
left for such a
hiatus.
long
Yeah.
hiatus.
it's back now.
I
It
tried
is
to,
bad,
I tried
but-
to look at everything in a whole, right? Like,
Oh, yeah,
What have
yeah.
I enjoyed the most? Like, you know what I mean?
Over
And-
the
Yeah.
correct.
And I mean, I'm sure you guys did too, and it's obviously different for everybody. But
Yeah.
yeah, Saga. Yep.
Saga is amazing because it's just such a great. It just flows so well, and you just care about the characters, and it's one of those books you read and you don't even know that you're reading. You're just engrossed in it.
Yeah.
And it's just
Of course,
the
I say
pacing
this
is
about
perfect.
these hiatus 1 or 1 will probably totally
Oh,
avoid
well,
what I just
obviously
said.
then I know what it is.
But, yeah.
Well,
Right.
maybe.
But yes, you are right about Saga. I mean, how well it was written. You know, the art from what is her name?
Fiona
Staples.
Yeah.
I actually don't love the art.
Really?
That's probably my least favorite thing about the
No
book.
kidding. I
It's
feel it
fine.
does so well
Yeah,
with that
it's fine.
story.
It's fine, but it doesn't. I mean, it's good it serves a purpose, but I don't feel it's like something that I would look at and be like, oh, I love this art. You know, whereas
Okay,
like something like
okay.
Invincible, I'm like, oh, I love that panel of that guy punching or what. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
it doesn't.
Yeah. Okay.
It doesn't give me that. You know, or even like Daniel Ward Johnson, you're like, oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't get that from people. But
okay.
it serves the story, and the story's really good, and so, I mean, it doesn't have to.
It would
Okay.
be weird. It's one of those things where it's been going for so long. It would be weird to see it drawn by anybody else.
Oh, absolutely, yeah, it's got to be her.
Yeah.
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 Honestly, I feel about most Brian K. Vaughan stuff is like, it's never, the artist is never usually the draw.
It's him.
I mean, even, like, I really like Cliff Chang and, like, Paper Girls. I mean, that wasn't really about the art, even though I really like it.
Hmm.
But, like, Why the Last Man, it's like, the art's fine. I mean, it does what it needs to do, but it's just blowing me away.
I felt like the art was solid in that.
It's solid, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's solid. Cool. All right, number 8. Who started last time? Don did.
I did.
It's Scott's turn to start.
Is it?
Yep.
I did Stray Bullets. Is it back around to me or whatever? Okay. I went with Jupiter's Legacy. And you could probably put
Jupiter's
a lot of those
Legacy.
Jupiter, ones in there, lump it in there. But I felt in some ways I had to put like a Mark Millar or whatever one on here just because I like a lot of his stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's probably one of the strongest legacies that he has there is that Jupiter. And it especially when I first read it, the twists, I think that I wasn't used to maybe necessarily Mark's twists always at the time.
Yeah.
And that one really hit me, I think, when like the son, takes out the father, and
yeah.
things are going, I was like, whoa, I maybe didn't quite realize this is how it was going to go, and how things carried on from there. I thought that was, at least from the whole superhero aspect of things, where superheroes really don't tend to be my thing much.
Sure.
I thought it was deconstruction, reconstruction, I guess.
Yeah, it's a good book. My number 8 was Extremity, which was my Daniel Warren Johnson pick.
I
like
debated that,
Extremity better than
but
Do a Powerbomb.
I like Do a Powerbomb better.
The reason I like Extremity better is because I like all the like futuristic designs and like the vehicles and all the that
Oh, yeah,
widescreen
yeah,
type
yeah.
stuff. I think that's more like in my
Your wheelhouse there.
wheelhouse. I mean, because like I'm like you, it's like wrestling is not my favorite. And I feel like it still has that emotional core, just like Do a Powerbomb, but I like the setting better.
Okay.
But they're both like really neck and neck, so it could have gone either way.
Yeah.
Those are my 2 favorite stuff he's done. Don, 8.
Chew.
That's what I had at number 10.
Cool.
I tried to look at this stuff like I remember like as I was writing,
Yeah.
like Chew was so much fun. Like it
Yeah.
was such a cool concept. The art by Rob Gilroy is awesome, and it just had so many like twists and turns. And I remember like we podcast and we were like, "Oh, this issue's awesome! Like this
Yeah.
flip and this twist and this and
Yeah.
that." And it's a really fun, cool book. And,
Yeah.
And I think part of it too is like a lot of stuff that I kind of pick. Well, not a lot, but some of it is like the longer stories, right?
Yeah, 'cause those are the
You
ones
know,
that make a
Chew
bigger
went, like
impression.
60
It's like
issues or
60
whatever
issues,
went,
yeah.
right? Like it was a fun ride, and it
Yeah.
ended cool, and it started cool, and yeah, the team is awesome. With
Yeah.
Gilroy and who wrote it? I can't even think.
John Layman.
John Layman. Yes.
Nice.
Yep.
All right, number 7. I think it's my turn to start. I put I Hate Fairyland.
Ooh.
I wanted to get a
That
Scotty
was
Youngin
so
book
bad.
in
I
there,
know.
and because I really like all the image stuff he's doing, and so I think I Hate Fairyland is just Scotty Young at like his best, right?
It
like
is.
especially the early stuff where he was
Oh,
drawing
yeah.
it and writing it. I just felt like it's just fun, it's just crazy. I didn't feel like there's a lot of comics like that out there anymore, and so it was kind of
Yeah.
cool how they were kind of kind of had almost like a groove feel. Like every issue kind of had its own little story,
Yep.
but yet you had like a concept where you could keep doing crazy stories.
Oh, yeah.
So
It was on mine, and it got chopped.
got chopped.
It did not get chopped for me.
All right, what do you got, Don?
On 7.
Yeah, we're going around the table. So whoever starts, we just
Okay.
go clockwise.
7. Powers.
Oh,
Powers.
nice.
Did not make my list.
It, not
I
even
tried.
close.
I tried to reread that recently. I could not get into it. I don't think
bingo.
it aged well.
That is where my problem is with Powers. Is that looking back at it, it hadn't aged quite as well as.
Yeah,
what
like I
Well-
thought I'd reread it. And I started reading. I was like, oh, this is just.
So I really dig
Ugh.
Bendis at that time. I really dig Omin's artwork. I remember, so I have a love-hate relationship with Powers because I got irritated with them because they
Constantly
would
rebooted.
constantly
and-
reboot it, and then they would only do like a couple issues, and it would go away, and then they would reboot it. But I think the early run,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, like whatever that is, however many issues went the first run before it started going off
Mhm.
the rails.
Yeah.
I really like those creators. I really liked that series.
It was great.
I haven't
writing.
gone back to reread
Yeah.
it. So it was just in my mind, in my memory, I'm like, man, I really dug Powers like when it
I
was
really
coming
feel
out.
like it was great writing and the kind of the whole, shtick of the thing,
Mhm.
with somebody with powers that was trying to track down, other homicides and other things,
Right.
crimes that were happening with them. I thought it was great. I think for me, it was the, dangling the bits too long,
Yeah.
If you were reading it into some of these little chunks, it was really, really good.
Mm.
But it just felt like there was always just scratching the surface of something that they just never really fully hit the full potential.
No, I tried to read it recently. And I felt like it fell flat for me, but maybe
Gotcha.
I just was in the wrong mood. I don't know.
That's true too. Yeah, this is all.
Oh yeah,
very
no, I'm
subjective.
just saying.
Right.
Sorry, I'm not trying
No,
to say your choice is bad.
Right, no,
I'm just
and I
saying
mean,
why
I
it's
had
not.
I hate Fairyland on there
Yeah.
because I really dig it and it's fun, But like I said, when I started going,
Yeah,
through
no,
it,
this is
I
stuff
was
that kinda
had
just
more
like,
impact.
I
man, it just
understand.
can't, it
No,
can't
yeah.
because this other stuff.
You
I
guys
liked
gonna hate
better.
my number one?
Oh,
You guys
yeah.
are gonna hate my number one
My
and
top
my
one.
number.
Oh, I
two.
know I'll hate your number one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And two.
Yeah.
All right, what do you got, Scott?
So we're on 7, right?
7.
I had to go with my K-Von one here, Paper Girls.
Paper Girls. I love
So,
Paper Girls.
I do enjoy Paper Girls. It really surprised me how much I liked that one when you gave it to me, and I think I even went back and reread it after like the series launched,
Oh, yeah.
and
Mhm.
stuff too, and that they did, unfortunately keep going on Amazon. But I do think that's a really good fun run, and I like the fact that it is there again a nice complete story.
It is, yeah.
That
If Saga ever ends, I think it would be better than Paper Girls, right? But
I do too. I
But
would agree.
it is kind of.
But the fact
Who
that
knows
that
if
one
it'll
kept
ever end.
left me hanging, I kind of then went with the Paper Girls one because
Yeah.
you're right. He is a great writer, but
Yeah.
to me, that's the one right.
I will say
at this
Pap-
point in time, I probably would.
Paper Girls has better art. I'll say that.
Okay.
Then
okay.
what?
Than Saga.
Oh.
I love Cliff Chang. All right, 6. I think you're back to your turn to start.
Back to
No,
me.
you-
Wait, no.
No, it's Don.
Don's
That
turn
was
to
his
start.
6.
No, that was his 7, dude.
Oh, that was your 7?
Yeah, that was my
Oh,
seven.
okay. So my 6 is Deadly Class.
Deadly
Oh,
Class.
nice.
No, man.
that
Did
his?
you have 2 Remender books in your top 10?
It sounds like it.
What was the other one? Oh, yeah.
Righteous Thirst
Righteous
for
Thirst, yeah.
Deadly Class.
I didn't.
I
was
like
thinking
Deadly Class, but
was
man,
DC, but
no. But
okay.
when we read that, there were issues that were grindy, man.
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh, it was rough some points.
No, I agree with you. Deadly Class, when it hits, it hits.
It's hard, but it has
Oh.
big lulls where it's like nothing is hitting.
But you have some of and some of the weird jumpiness of it, I think,
Yeah.
got me a little bit. But man, the action, and when you get the arc that's just right, and he's on his game, it is some of the best.
I roll with stuff, right? Like
You do.
I dig it.
You also read it in single issues, whereas Scott and I kind of
Right.
grinded
But-
through it over like a number of weeks.
But
Yeah.
it's one of the few series that really stuck with me that I can remember, right? And
Sure.
I really thought they stuck the landing. Like, I really liked the way that book ended and tied up.
I did like the ending. The ending was my favorite.
And I
part of that.
mean, so I love the artwork in that book. The action, like you guys said, is insane. When it's good, it's good. But even when it was lulling, like I still kind of dug it, right? Like, and it's that overall stuff that I was looking at. I
Sure.
was just like, man, Deadly Class really hit good. It
Yeah,
really
no,
made
that's
an
cool.
impression. So that's number 6, I think, right? Deadly
Yeah.
6. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Deadly
All right,
Class.
we got to speed up, guys. We're taking forever.
All right.
I went East of West.
East of West.
Yes,
I
number
knew you
6.
guys were. I knew.
Did you?
Probably
Somebody would
both
have that.
of you. I would assume both of you have it.
I picked a different Hickman book.
I really love East of West because here again it's a full story of things, but I love how it was laid out, how it was being presented. Did it nail the landing?
Pretty close,
No,
though.
it was pretty close. For me, I enjoyed it. The ending, but I could see it maybe feeling a little maybe disjointed for some, or a little fast, a little bit more abrupt maybe, but I liked it. I liked how it flowed. I loved the characterization. And I think always those kind of things too, when they do things like in this case it's the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, and how they're bringing them in with this whole apocalyptic saga, stuff like that. Already, if you can do it right, man, I'm just gonna love it, because I that kind of thing interests me, from a fantastic, or what would you say, fictional realm of things. So but yeah, I really love East of West. I thought it was probably, in my top 10 here, definitely one of the
I
better
really
ones.
like East of West, but my problem is I read it in single issues.
Oh god.
That'd be brutal.
I didn't ever read it like all at once,
Yeah, that would be
and
hard.
so it didn't really
Ever
I
make
think if I
sense.
went back and reread it, I would all at once. I would really, really enjoy it.
Yeah.
But
It was too complicated to read in single
right,
issues.
my experience with it left me a little lacking, just because I don't remember it.
Yeah.
It all blends together. But I do love the art, and I
Well,
did
that's
like the
Nick
concept.
Dragotta.
Nick
Is that?
Dragotta,
Yeah,
yeah.
that art in that, especially in some of those places where he's like dealing with stuff like removing the eye,
Yep.
and things. Is just
Oh, yeah.
wow, amazing. And I feel like the characters that he draws in there too. I mean, they were very individualistic. You knew when you seen a particular character here that, for the most part, that is so and so. That is Death. That is the leader of wherever place. He had these really specific character designs that I
Descender was my number 6.
Descender.
Yeah.
And that is
Lemire and
okay.
When
Win. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I like that.
It's
book a
like
lot.
the
It's amazing.
what do you call the art?
Watercolor.
Watercolor. There
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I mean, I don't love the art. I mean, the art's fine.
I know.
It's not a big draw for me, but I thought it serves the story. But I really liked the story. It was this, it was kind of cool because it was about like a little, a robot boy, but then it like had this big giant galaxy spanning story as well. It kind of all came together. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's cool. I liked it a lot.
I enjoyed that story.
Yep.
And I wanted to
Well,
get a
I
Lemire book in there. I
I
think
think-
the problem
yeah.
is a lot of Lemire's best stuff isn't necessarily Image.
Image,
Yeah,
yeah,
I would
exactly.
agree. Yeah.
But I think of his Image stuff, I like this. And Lemire's pretty high in my.
Very cool.
All right.
All right, number
Where are we at for 5? Is that me?
I think it's back to you.
Okay, I had to go with my old school one, Spawn. That's one that kind of got me in there in Image and things at the time. And while it obviously had its ups and downs, and I fell off somewhere around issue 100 or something, and things, it was enjoyable. It had its arcs, and I still think the idea was really cool. But It's one of the things that I just also though feel like drug out too long.
Spawn
But
is so brutal.
I
hate that
I
book
do
so
have
bad.
it ranked pretty high because of the nostalgia. I bet you if I went back and read it now, it'd probably just
You
hurt
would
me.
shoot yourself.
It could be
Because I did it. I read it
Did
like
you?
last year.
Yeah.
I read.
So it might be
Up to
ranked a
100.
little high, but like I said, as I was going through the list, I wasn't going back and rereading things. I was just going how it was kind of that how it made me feel.
Guess
Oh
who's-
yeah, Spawn. Yeah.
Guess who's getting a compendium to
So,
read?
yeah, but anyway, so that's what I have as my number 5. Drew.
My number 5 is Criminal by Brubaker and Phillips.
Oh, so good.
I mean, I could pick any
Can't
Brubaker
wait
Phillips
to
book.
see what your earlier.
I mean, I would pick any Brubaker Phillips book, but I mean, that's kind of the one that had the longest run, maybe, and so
Yeah.
you kind of pick that. Even though I think it switched to Image at one point, because at one point wasn't it through Marvel Icons or whatever.
I think so,
It's
but
something
yeah.
like
Yeah. So, but I mean, like I said, I'll take Brubaker Phillips any day of the week. And
Yep.
yeah, Criminal's amazing, and the way that they tell like little stories and they all kind of have a bigger tapestry of a whole. I mean, it's
Yeah.
kind of Stray Bullets like in a lot of ways,
yeah.
but it's just amazing. So I love Criminal.
Astro City.
Astro City.
Oh, Astro City.
God, so good. I mean, Busiek writing. I think Brent Anderson did a lot of the artwork. It's so cool. It's just like
So Astro City is one of those ones in which some of the it's a little uneven nice for me. Some of the stories, man, they are like some of the best stuff that I think I've ever written from or was written superhero wise. And then other ones are like, this is kind of boring, you know.
Yeah.
So I do have that feeling I think with it. Overall though, it's still you're definitely above average, and you're right, you can't beat the art in that's done in it.
That's another one I tried to go back to, and I just couldn't get into it again.
Well,
It's
and
like I think
haven't-
it hit hard. Like when I first got it, I was like, "This is amazing," and now I go back, it's like, "Well, yeah, I'm not into it anymore."
I think Astro
Really?
City started out. Well, I haven't read it either in
Sure.
a long time, right? I'm just going off kind of like
The nostalgia feel, yeah.
the gut, right?
Yeah.
Like Astro
when
City.
you see that title, you go, yeah. I
And-
remember
but I
that.
do agree that like I think Astro City kind of trailed towards the end.
Oh, yeah, I
was
dropped it.
way stronger in the beginning,
Yeah,
and then it trailed. But when it was strong, it was good. Like
it was
just,
good. I just think
yeah.
yeah, no, that's cool. Your choice is your choice, man.
Absolutely.
So
I think it's back to me.
I think
for
it's back to
number
you,
4.
dude.
I have Manhattan Projects, my
Ah.
favorite Hickman book. East to West is probably a hard choice not to have it instead of Manhattan Projects. What I love about Manhattan Projects is it's so crazy, right?
It is just
like
fucking
it's
stupid.
It's
stuff.
fucking, it's
Fucking
like
wild.
really good, but it's fun too, and it's just kind of off the wall out
Yeah.
there. And I
Yeah.
appreciate, and that's so different than Hickman in a lot of ways, because like East to West feels very Hickman, right?
Mm.
Manhattan Projects, it feels very Hickman, but it's like almost like a different kind of quirky side of it.
It's almost like, where he's
Yeah.
like freaking got ADD or
I
something.
want- wanted to
Yeah,
put
and so
that-
I love that book so much, and I'm so sad that it's not ever coming back, probably. But
Yeah.
that's my problem. I wanted to put it on, but it didn't finish,
Yeah,
and it
bingo.
left me.
Well,
And I
it-
was just like, no,
Yeah,
I get
I know.
it, but I was just like.
it doesn't really finish yet.
It doesn't finish. It's so good, but it doesn't finish, and
Yeah.
it just kind of dropped. Like it just didn't make.
Maybe
it,
it's better
right?
that way because sometimes the
It
finishes
could-
aren't good.
It absolutely could be.
But that's my thing. I wanted something from Hickman, so I went East of West over.
Yeah, that's
But
fair.
definitely, I had Manhattan Projects right there in my honorable
Oh, yeah.
mentions. So
All right, Don, what's your number 4?
My number 4 is Saga. Saga
Saga.
is number 4.
wow,
Yeah,
nice.
I had it as number 9. I get it though.
Nice,
It
nice.
deserves there.
It's another one where I look back and I go, it was so fun. It's so fun reading it, right? Like
Yeah.
there are key books like just and Saga was very it's more adult, like it's got they did the shock, right?
Yeah, correct.
And like the giant big screen TV king
Yeah.
or whatever, like cool. Like there's just images of things that I remember, and it's just such a cool story. But yeah, I mean, Saga is right up there, and it's not finished, but it's still going. Like I hope it's finished, right? Like
I'm
we
sure.
we never know. Manhattan Project is never gonna finish, but Saga is still like ongoing.
Sure.
and
Yeah.
and it's still good.
And
so,
it is back.
Yeah, we've already talked about it, but yeah, I love Saga.
And so my 4,
Yep.
something that you both had on your list, I think. Chew.
Chew. Oh,
Nice.
nice.
So, yeah, so Chew made it to 4 for me. I mean, a lot of the stuff that you said during yours was exactly how I felt. I even almost wanted to bite in there, but I was like,
Right.
well, hell, I'm going to talk about it in a couple more anyway.
Yeah.
It was just so unique, the idea and going with it. It was fun. It could be heartbreaking at times.
Mm-hmm.
But it had action. It just had this whole uniqueness, going on with this whole, biting into, different foods and feeling different things and having these different powers in a different way. It just, I thought it was amazing, and how tying in with all these different little storylines with vampires and chickens and bird flu and whatever else. I thought was just funny as hell.
Yeah.
And yeah, for me, it was one of the more unique things. And here again, going back to some of it, it does finish off. So it tells a story. So
Right.
it's like, yeah, I liked it. I liked how it all flowed.
All right. Number 3 is Dawn.
Criminal.
Criminal. Oh, nice.
Yeah. Nice.
Can't fault that.
I went back and forth. I really want to do the Reckless stuff
Yeah.
because that stuff
It's so good.
It's so good, but Criminal was one of the early ones, right?
Yeah.
Like it started it.
Sure.
And so I mean, it was really good too.
I really like that Kill or
But-
Be Killed too. Like that was a great
I did
series,
too. Yeah. Oh,
So,
a lot of that series of those
all
guys
kinda-
popped
yeah.
up, right?
correct.
But like Criminal, I just remember. I mean, I probably enjoy Reckless more just because
Sure.
I think they've gotten better and better.
Yeah,
and
they
better.
keep getting better.
They
Yeah.
it's like insane that they can keep getting better.
Yeah.
But like Criminal was like it, right?
Yeah,
Like,
that was the
it
stuff.
was the stuff.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
yeah.
I agree. Scott, you're number 3.
I hate Fairyland. Had to have my.
Fairyland, man, that's high. But
I
that's
really
cool.
wish I would have put that on
I had
there.
to put
I wanted
my
it on
Scotty
there.
Young on there, and well, for me in general, though, I feel like I hate Fairyland in some ways. And here again, it's probably high because there's a certain nostalgia factor. I don't know what it was, but when I read that series that you let me borrow at the time, I don't know if I was either in a darker period. I don't know what it was, but it was just fun. It was what I needed at that time.
Yeah.
Something
so
that was
unique.
funny,
Nothing else is like that.
unique,
Yeah.
and something that would just instantly put a smile on my face, even though there's blood and guts and there are all
Yeah,
sorts of other
exactly.
things flowing around in this. And I think the writing in general, I mean, it has a certain simplicity to it, but it was just fun,
Yeah.
in general, through it all. And
Sure.
I just really loved that whole initial arc that Scotty Young did, as well as his art, in general, with the kind of cartoonish feel with it, and that writing, and the overall idea. I just thought was fantastic.
The greatest thing about I Hate Fairyland, I mean, it's fun, it's bloody, like the art's awesome. Even after Scotty Young left, like he found Bean or whatever,
Yeah.
that did it well. But I think for me, like the best part about I Hate Fairyland is it's like supposed to be like this little kiddie thing,
Yeah.
but it's so very adult, where
Sure.
it's over the top with like, Gert swearing and
Yeah.
just blood. So it's like, yeah, it's this little kiddie thing, and it is very simple. Like the story is
Yeah.
pretty simple,
It
right?
is, yeah.
But he just takes that beloved
You-
kid thing and just blows it to
And
hell.
just blows it
You
to
don't
an
get to talk
adult
about it.
level.
It's not even on your list.
I know. I wanted to put it on there.
You
but-
should have,
I
but
know.
yeah.
All right, my number 3 is probably Dawn's 1 or 2, and it's Savage Dragon.
Savage
It is
Dragon.
one of one
Man,
or two.
that's
Which is
brutal.
gonna ruin it because now you're gonna know. But yeah.
So-
That's just hard to get through.
No, it's not for me. That's my nostalgia, right? And I feel
I
like,
understand.
unlike Spawn, it actually reads really well. Like even today, like it moves fast enough, and it's like fast paced. And Larson has only gotten better at only putting stuff in that works. Like reading Savage Dragon today is just like a breath of fresh air. It's easy. It's
Cool.
just fun. Yeah, that's mine. So all right, number 2.
Oh, does that mean start?
I think it is.
I have Invincible.
Invincible.
Had to have my Kirkman on there. And, granted, we're reading it here again, but, overall, I did feel like I had to have something from Kirkman just because everything I read from him I like. And I think out of all the stuff, I like Invincible the best. Plus, here again, it falls in that complete story range. It has that whole idea there. And and it's just such a fun ride. And once they got Otley on there for all the brutality that happens in that comic. It just took it to the next level, and all the ideas that he throws in there, but how he wraps it all up and brings it all home is just truly fantastic. I mean, it's Kirkman writes sometimes he can get a little wordy, but he does a very good job, I feel like, of conveying what people feel,
Sure.
of these general themes, and he does a great job at that. And on the flip side of that, when he decides to go action or decides to build up the pace, he can do it.
Yeah.
And he doesn't lose the reader, like some do. He knows where he's going and what he wants to do, and he knows how he wants to plan these things out. But he will take those times where he's like, I want to reel it back, and I'm going to sit here and have 2 pages just full of damn word bubbles. But when he does that, there's like a reason behind it, and it's usually to try to convey emotion or build these characters. Sure. And it works when he hits it. He knows. I don't know. He's got a secret power there of knowing when to hit and when to keep going when he needs to move.
Yeah.
And he does a really good job at it. And Invincible, I think, is almost a pinnacle of that.
Sure. My number 2 didn't even make your guys' Walking Dead.
It made his.
It made mine.
Yeah.
Oh, it did?
It was number 11.
It was number 11.
No, we didn't make the top 10, jackass. I don't count 11.
It was an honorable mention for me.
Ours go to 11, dude.
Walking Dead is that's what got me reading like comics and trade paperback again. I mean, I was not really reading a lot of comics at that point, and Walking Dead, I would read that in the trades, and every trade was amazing. It would just leave on a cliffhanger, and it just read so quick. It was like, it to me is what modern comics should be. I mean, it's
Walking Dead.
It's so good.
So good. But
it
is such a freaking gut punch. So
yeah, but it's good though.
But that's what's good, man.
Yeah, it makes you want to keep reading. It
stirs
your
almost got me
emotions.
to a point where I was like, can I keep doing this?
Yeah.
And
other
but
than
I
that
see
first arc to have the
these
same
people
artist,
just more people
amazing.
getting killed. I'm like, can I keep going through this?
Walking Dead's so good.
But
to
you're right.
Me, it's
it is.
amazing. And to me, it's the
amazing.
pinnacle of Image. Like if Walking Dead, it is. I mean, after the initial Image books, that's the book that is Image in my mind. I mean, that is Image.
But see, I just tended to go with the more lighthearted fare of Invincible
Sure.
than the freaking darkness crap.
Fair
of
enough.
Walking Dead.
All right, what's your number 2?
All right, so a little bit of, before I reveal,
Just
Spawn.
The thing is,
it is Spawn. So
Spawn is garbage.
No. Listen. So it's very nostalgic, but like when you said let's do our top 10 Image, right?
Yeah.
It's like Spawn is the pinnacle of Image. Like that's why that
Bingo.
company was created.
Sure.
McFarlane's art on the first 18, 19 issues or 15, whatever he did, is amazing. Capula artwork. That's why I said Image is Image, right? For artwork, and it just takes you back to that.
Yeah.
92,
Hey,
right?
it's your
Like
it's your choice.
No, I know.
So
I understand.
I love
I'm
this.
just
No,
I'm trying to
I'm
say
eating it
like
up,
that's I bought every single issue of Spawn. Like I've stuck
Oh,
with
I know.
it. And I mean that's so why wouldn't it? It has to be
Absolutely,
there in my mind. I mean, yeah. Sometimes the story really sucks, but you got to go. I mean, it's almost 400 issues of this book, right? Like it has its ups and downs.
Yeah.
But the whole concept of Image to me, Spawn, right?
Mhm.
Like so. It's a cheesy choice. It probably shouldn't have been at number 2. It might have been at number 10. But it's my way of paying homage to the creators of the company that we love.
Yeah.
Sure.
Ah, cool.
All right. Is it back to me for number 1?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
My number 1 is Invincible.
Nice.
Invincible is the perfect.
You have 1 Invincible and 2 Walking Dead?
Yep, Invincible is the perfect
Man.
superhero comic, and Walking Dead is the perfect Image comic.
Wow.
But I think Invincible is better than Walking Dead because I think Invincible is what I think Eric Larson wanted Savage Dragon to be, but Invincible is so much more focused and like does all the subplots and is so much better paced, and it's like a perfect comic, man. It really is. Just everything about it, and the way it builds, just from like the first arc to like the last arc, it just keeps building, and it's hard to keep topping itself, but he does that. Like he keeps topping throughout the whole run, and it just gets better and better and more amazing. I mean, I like it. I love it.
Is your number 1?
So my number
We're at
1.
Number 1.
Yep. What's
You know what mine is.
Savage Dragon.
Savage Dragon, number 1.
Which is
Absolutely.
interesting with your
Paying
guys'
homage. Well, it's paying homage to the beginning. Eric Larson is like one of my favorite artists. I love Savage Dragon. It's a ride. Like, I couldn't tell you the history of Savage Dragon.
Sure,
Like, it's
yeah.
insane, crazy.
Yeah.
But, like, it's another book that I've stuck with. I have every single issue of
Absolutely.
Savage Dragon that I bought every month, right? Like,
Yeah.
and it's the art. It's
Sure.
the image.
Yeah.
That's what it is. So, I mean, that's, like, what image is to me. And I agree with you guys. Like, I mean, if any, I agree with, like, you've almost won me
So
over
you didn't
with,
even
like,
put
Walking
Invincible on
Dead.
your list, did you?
No.
Oh my shit.
No. But I almost agree with you with, like, Walking Dead. Like,
Scott had it 2. I had it 1.
It should have been like 1, 2, like Savage Dragon, Spawn, Walking Dead. Because I agree with you. Like
Yeah.
after Eric
Spawn
Larson
and-
and Todd McFarlane, like
Kirkman.
Kirkman
Kirkman's the
is
guy.
like the best guy,
Yeah.
right? He's probably
Like,
above them
He is, because I think
because he's all around rounded, right? Like he
Yeah,
grew
like,
up
I think-
reading them and
correct.
he learned from them.
I think
Oh,
his
yeah.
books are better than Spawn and Savage Dragon.
I'm sure that they are.
Objectively.
No.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But you look at it, and so much of Savage Dragon is you can tell in Invincible
Yeah.
Yeah.
is like
that was his inspiration.
That's exactly
But
right.
he did it better.
But
Right.
you're right. You're right.
So I
In
mean,
my mind.
if I was gonna
Yeah.
revise it, it'd be 1, 2, 3. It'd be
Sure.
Savage, Spawn,
Sure.
Walking Dead. I like Invincible. I'm just not as crazy about it as you guys. I mean, I
Blows
read
my
it
mind.
once. It's good. I love the,
Sure.
but yeah.
We'll
So-
see when you're done.
Yeah.
Maybe you don't remember it very well.
I remember a lot of
I struggle so much with Walking Dead just because I love Walking Dead, and I.
So you're
it's
saying
so-
that's not your number 1?
No.
It's
All right,
not.
number 1.
No,
Number
come
1.
on. You guys know what my number 1 is.
Morning
I know I've
Glories.
been giving all this crap. Yep, Morning Glories.
Morning
number
Glories.
1.
Fucking
But it
didn't
didn't end,
finish.
Scott.
It didn't end. I know.
That's
I've talked
why
about all
I was
these
like, I
other
can't
ones that
put it on
ended,
there.
and then my number 1 is this. But kind of in its own way, that's probably the perfect Image thing anyway, because Image is this way of these creators getting a chance, trying to throw out what they can do.
Mhm.
You know, even sometimes some of it lands, sometimes it doesn't. You know, in some cases they get better job paying gigs off of stuff. You know, and they just never get back to it. And that's exactly what happened with Morning Glories. But in a lot of ways, for me, I mean, Morning Glories, I put it as number 1 because it was one of the few comics in which, after reading, I think you gave me like the first one, I loved it so much in going through it, and I'm sitting here, I couldn't get enough. I'm reading things online, you know, I'm doing research on what the hell is this freaking theorem he talks about. You know, I'm reading all this type of back stuff that I wouldn't normally do just because it was so engrossing to me, you know. And then I'm getting it and I'm like, wow, this is so cool. I let my daughter borrow it and she's reading it, you know, and her and I are talking about it, you know, and the different ideas that are being thrown there. It's just so disappointing to me that it never really ended, you know, or it didn't even get to keep going with it. But it, you know, even when we reread it not long ago, I think probably I still enjoy it, and I still love a lot of the concepts, and I still love a lot of the characters that are in there. Probably my biggest disappointment in a reread is I know it's not going to end. I know all these
It's
freaking
never
mysteries
gonna go
that are there aren't going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
So that's probably what struggles more in a reread is the fact that I'm reading this knowing, oh, this is so cool, but I know I'm never going to get the payoff. You know, but it still is, I mean, it is the ultimate lost fantasy, you know, in here of how things are being paced and how it's going through. And you can tell there's some things there that are being laid out that would come back, you know, in different ways and probably have a really good payoff. But it unfortunately just didn't get there.
Cool. All right.
Nice.
There it is. Thanks, guys.
Awesome.